inviting me for this conference, seminar, whatever you call it. Thank you very much. The topic of L&D function undergoing a change in the coming time is going to be highly relevant from 2 points of view. One, it will affect the profession itself, the L&D professionals themselves, and they in turn will be affecting the organization to a large extent in terms of revival. So I would like to make share my thoughts in 2 parts. One, the changes that the organizations are going through now, and I don't want to go through these cliches of normal and subnormal and new normal and all that. Let's be practical. All of us are practicing managers, and we have to see it at the grassroots level as to where we can make an impact and where the organization will feel the impact. Now, post-COVID, there'll be a rush for organizations to recover, rebounds. And that's a reality. They have to recoup the losses in business, revenue, market share that has happened during more than 1 year period. And the pressure to regain business stature, business grounding will be tremendously important for any organization. And as a result of that, the business leaders will actually push for more for less. This is going to be the mantra in the coming time. Reduce cost, increase revenue, increase output, increase productivity, bring costs down, recoup the losses we have made during the COVID period. This is a reality. Now, if more for less is going to be the mantra in the coming period, and I'm deliberately not mentioning months or years, because each organization will have its own rhythm to recover. I'm passionate about learning, and that's why when I talk about L&D, I'm talking about myself as much as anybody on a conference call like this. So as a result of this, we in L&D will have to change the way we looked at our role in the past. What was our role? We had a calendar, we had an offering to make to the organization and the employees, and we were very proud that we met our calendar and everything went clockwork in many organizations. We felt very proud. The change will be that we'll have to now genuinely understand business. When I say genuine, I'm not talking about PAT and PBT and CAGR. Many of us in HR, including L&D, know these figures to the next decimal point. How do we reskill and how do we measure that the reskilling that we have provided had actually sufficed to meet the business need? Now, this is all easy to talk in a conference like this, but when you really get down to offering, how many of us have really understood the shop floor functioning? Many of us have done. I'm not being critical of L&D, but at the same time, we've been happy with a very set of way of working L&D, a predictable way, calendar. And I keep using this word calendar. If you notice, we'll have to be agile on our feet and improvise training and reskilling as we go along. And because of this fluid organizations, the need for delivery will also change, because some of the boxes themselves will disappear. All these fancy things that we see in technology being used and being talked about and being reported is sometimes we have to distinguish that it's not a fad. It is really possible, is practical and implementable. And cost has to be kept in mind. What is possible for multinational organizations globally to do something may be a huge challenge for medium-sized companies. And we should not forget that we are catering not only to rich and famous and big. As L&D professional, we have to ensure that the skill pool is impacted by our action and not the ability or capacity of the organization only to shell out more money. Now, use of technology in L&D doesn't mean more money. Sometimes it's smart use of money. We are talking about artificial intelligence. We are talking about machine learning, blockchain, robotics. This is reality. And the faster we accept the reality and prepare ourselves that how do we change the workforce profile. You cannot be a box in the organization and say, oh, my function is L&D function, we will provide this training, take it or leave it. We'll have to customize it. And as a result of that, the offering has to be having two fundamental foundation. One, it must be relevant to business. And second, it must make a difference to the people whom we are giving this training and learning opportunity, so that in return they make a difference to the organization. So the loop has to get completed. We cannot have a situation where we are isolated from business reality because we are a function that has been sometime in many, and I'm not being critical again, but sometimes we are used to it. That is certainly expected out of us. There are some programs which you must go through in your career, and L&D people are the best ones to provide. We have to take pride in our profession that we are not only mere service providers. We are not only mere organizers. We are not mere just coordinating, putting things together. We are the ones who are making impact on the business results. And the moment we recognize that fact and take ownership for making a difference, our own thinking will change. And I've been fortunately associated with my team, which is highly, highly connected with business. In Motorola, we started a program, I remember way back in the mid-90s when telecom was not there in the country. We started a program called LEAP, Leadership Accelerated Program, where we committed to the business that you keep growing. And we were growing at a very fast rate. Motorola had just come to the country and I was looking after Asia Pacific. And we were growing in Malaysia, in Australia, also in Korea, and shortage of people. And we said, you go ahead and grow the business leaders. We will ensure that we provide you enough leadership and manpower with the right set of skills. Of course, I'm talking about leadership skills, not technical skills. Now, as a result of that, we were able to assure the business that you'll never run short of leaders because we will proactively train people in advance. And this LEAP program was a prototype for 15 months where we had 5 modules, and I'll not go into too much detail, but it's important to know that customized to the business need. Classroom training, on-job application in your business, next time classroom training outside your business, third training, and the last assignment outside your country or region or outside your function also. And if we can get this embedded in our psyche, that we are here to make a difference, feel proud of our function, that we are here to make a difference and not just one more organization, box in organization chart, then we would actually look back at ourselves maybe a few months or maybe years from now and say, we made a difference. And that feeling of having made the contribution gives me at least a pride that our function, L&D function, is an important and integral part of organization existence and growth. And the moment you understand that you are not just one piece of jigsaw puzzle, without you, the jigsaw puzzle is incomplete. And I know it sounds a little cheeky and a little bit of arrogance here, but there's no harm in feeling a little proud about our own function and making sure that we make a difference. But there's a big but, that we have to earn that respect of genuinely making a difference. So thank you once again, BW people, for inviting me, and to all my colleagues who are going to participate in this program. I wish you good learning. More than that, I wish you a good networking where you can pick up a phone or WhatsApp each other or meet, hopefully after COVID, or connect with each other to learn how to solve problems that you are facing in your organization, and no one feel alone. We are all in it together as a function, as a set of professionals with the similar commitment. We can actually step to each other and make sure that we all become that much more effective in making a difference to the organization. Sometimes this type of talk makes you feel good. Oh yeah, it's a good thing to say, but I would encourage each one, make a list of 3 or 4 things that you want to impact. Just 3 things. Measure it. and execute it, with only one difference. This time, execute it along with the line managers. Let's not keep ourselves away as specialists in learning and development. Let's merge with the mainstream of the business, become part of the business structure with line managers, work with line managers. They know best what is needed. And if we can satisfy them as our customer, then our value addition will be of meaning to the organization. So, closing this, some of my thoughts: learn business, absolutely nitty-gritty of your own business, what the competition is doing. Now, many times L&D people say, look, my job is only to provide training to my organization, what is happening in competition, what is happening in technology, advancement. Certainly, there are a lot of specialists who do that. Of course, there are specialists who do that. But who are the people who are going to be impacted by the change in environment? In Shell, we used to spend a lot of energy and resources on sustainable development and alternate energy. And it's very comical that an oil company is spending a huge amount of resources on solar energy, on ocean energy to use waves as generating electricity. Isn't it oxymoronic? But the function felt that we should train our people on those alternate technology, because the future will be shaped by those technology. And if it's good for Shell now or in future, I'm adding value as an L&D function. So thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to share my thought. My colleagues who are organizing this conference have my email address and my contact. I'll be very happy to hear from some of you. And if there's any way we can synergize our way of working or thinking together, I'll be more than happy to partner. So thank you once again. Goodbye. Good luck.